Hi, Debbie Chew here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to food prep for the week. This is going to help you be consistent, stay on track, and be organized. So let's get started. So when I say food prep, what I mean is I'm just going to make a bunch of food and have it in my refrigerator so I am ready for the week. It's a little bit different than meal prepping where you're making individual little servings of things. The only thing I do that with is with my oatmeal. That way I can just grab and go for work in the morning. But this is what we're going to do today. So I'm going to do my oatmeal for the week. Then I'm going to make a bunch of potatoes that I can use throughout the week. Some of them I'm going to make mashed potatoes with. The others I'm just going to leave in the fridge so I can make fries, or I can just heat them up and put cheese sauce over it. And I got this big old bag, 10 pounds from Costco. It's the best price around. These are Yukon Golds and those are my favorite. I'm also going to bake up some sweet potatoes. I've got my veggies here for my cheese sauce. And I'm going super easy this week. I've got a big bag of frozen broccoli here. Again, Costco special. This is going to get me through the week. It's a lifesaver. And then of course I've got lots of canned beans. I've got pinto, I got black, I got white beans. So I've got plenty of beans for the week. And of course, I always have tofu in the refrigerator. But today I'm going to just show you how I'm going to prep these veggies, and we'll talk a little bit about them as we go along. And what I like to do is I like to start the thing that's going to take the longest first. And in this case, it's going to be the sweet potatoes, because they're going to take a good 45 minutes to cook. Now, when I do this without filming, it takes me about an hour and a half to get all this stuff done. So it's really not that much time at all. But a little bit of effort is going to help you so much in the week ahead. You are going to be so glad that you did this. I just find this to be the secret to consistency. You hear a lot of people talk about consistency, me included, and the way to be consistent is to build habits. I mean, you're consistent with brushing your teeth and taking a shower, I hope. And how did that happen? It happened because you made it a habit. And you need to make this a habit as well. And after you do it a while, you're just going to see the benefits. It's a great return on your investment. We're going to start with the sweet potatoes, so let's get those in the oven. So the type of sweet potatoes that I like to use the Japanese sweet potatoes. I've got a real big one and then a smaller one. And then I love these Hana yams as well. So for the big one, we're going to cut this down a little bit. And I like to just cut the sides off here. And then I cut it in half. And half again. This will also cut down on the cooking time. And then I just put these on my lined baking sheet here. And then I'll do the same with these. And since these are smaller, I'm just going to leave these like this. All right, these are gonna go in a 400-degree oven. I've preheated my oven, and they're gonna go for about 45 minutes or so. I will check them at 45, and they may go an hour, but it shouldn't be more than an hour. Okay, next up, we're gonna get our potatoes going. So I'm just gonna put about a cup of water in my Instant Pot here. And if you don't have an Instant Pot, then you can absolutely just bake these or steam them on the stovetop. So put my little steamer in there. I like to poke my potato because sometimes they split open. This kind of helps a little bit. I just fit in as many as I can. I'm going to cook these on manual for about 15 minutes, and then I'm just going to let them sit there while I do all my other stuff. And then I'll show you how I make mashed potatoes out of some of these. So next I want to get my veggies in the microwave that I'm going to be using for my cheese sauce. And I've got about 3 cups of broccoli and about a cup of butternut squash. This butternut squash was frozen. Makes it super easy to make this cheese sauce. I'm kind of obsessed with this now. I've gotten away from the potato and carrot one, which is still good, but I'm on a kick with this. And then I just put some water in here. And then I'm going to microwave this for about 10 minutes. I want them to get really soft, and then I will whip this up in the Vitamix and I'll show you how I do that. So for the oatmeal, we're gonna start with 4 cups of water. So along with the 4 cups of water, I'm gonna do 1 cup of riced cauliflower. This is frozen, so it's already cooked, just frozen. That way you get some extra fiber, you get some extra nutrients, you get some veggies in there. And if you have a hard time eating veggies at breakfast, this is a good way to sneak it in. So yes, we have quite a bit of water in here, but we're making oatmeal for the whole week for 5 days. And then we're gonna add 2 cups of oatmeal to this when it comes to a boil. So we've got a good boil going on now, so I'm gonna add my oats. We're gonna stir those in. We're gonna turn the heat down and let these cook for about 10 minutes or so. I like them a little undercooked because I'm gonna reheat them during the week, so I don't want them totally cooked. So they'll be just slightly undercooked. While the oatmeal is cooking, I'm gonna prepare my little dishes here. And I use these little containers. They work great. It's a perfect serving size for me. These are BPA free, so please don't tell me how horrible it is to put hot foods in plastic. You know, I've done all the research and I'm fine with it. So I put a little bit of blueberries in each one. A handful or so. And then once I get the oatmeal in here, I'm going to sprinkle on a little bit of ground flaxseed. And I've got some cinnamon here, and then I'm going to top it with some bananas and more cinnamon. I'm going to top it with banana and a little bit more cinnamon. That way I am getting a couple of fruits in my breakfast, which I think is awesome. Okay, the oatmeal is done. I'm going to use this 3/4 cup to divide it up. I usually end up with about at least a cup in each one, but I always start with 3/4 because I'm afraid it's not going to work out number wise. And then you just want to make sure they're even. If they're not, like this one has more, so, and this one has less, so I just, you know, try to kind of make them even. And for me, this is the perfect serving size. You may need more, you may need less. I'm going to sprinkle a little of the ground flaxseed. And this is a heaping 1/2 teaspoon, which is about a teaspoon. A little bit of cinnamon. And this is my very ripe banana. I try to get 6 slices on each one. You can tell I'm a nurse with my anal retentive here, or maybe it's OCD, I don't know. I like everything even. Maybe you do too. And I have another banana too, so I can always add more. And I think that's good. I'll just eat the rest of that one. Lay them all out flat. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some more cinnamon on top. And I'll set them aside and let them cool. Now, some people don't like to heat up the banana with everything else. I like it that way. So if you don't like it, then leave the banana off, and then when you heat it up, you can put the banana on later. Okay, our veggies are done. They're super soft. We'll put those into the Vitamix. And then I like to use this cooking water. Why waste it? I want to see how much is in here though. It's about 1.33 cups, which should be fine. Then I've got some nutritional yeast, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, smoked paprika. Exact measurements will be below. I need a teaspoon of vinegar. This is 1/2 teaspoon, so I got to do 2. Then to make this lower fat, I'm using cashew powder. I'm only going to use 1.5 tablespoons. I find that is the perfect amount. right, I'm gonna go blend this up and I will show you what it looks like. So now I've got this beautiful cheese sauce I can use all week for potatoes, rice, veggies, whatever I want. It goes great on tacos, pizza, very versatile. So what I'm gonna do is I like to leave my potatoes in an open bowl in the refrigerator. I feel like they get slimy or something and if I put it in a Ziploc bag or something. So I prefer to do it this way. So I'm just gonna put them in this little opened dish here. These are hot. And then I'm gonna take some out that I'm gonna make mashed potatoes. And this is perfect because they're nice and hot. I'm gonna use this bigger one. And then I will have these in the refrigerator to use as I like. So for these mashed potatoes, I like to peel them only because my husband doesn't like peels in his mashed potatoes. I don't personally care, but since I have to consider another person, I'll do it. So these are super hot, but they just peel so much easier when they're hot. My mashed potatoes are super basic and I'll just have cheese sauce on them. Sometimes I get wild and make gravy, but not today. So I'm just gonna finish peeling these and I'm gonna show you how quick these mashed potatoes are. So literally, masher, salt, and some soy milk. I'm gonna put half a teaspoon of salt, mash these. And that is it, my friends. Simple and easy. I highly recommend you get a masher like this. It's almost like you are ricing your potatoes and they come out super smooth. So I got this on Amazon. I can leave a link in the description box. So would you look at this bounty? We've got our sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, steamed potatoes, all my oatmeal, beans, of course, our broccoli, and then our cheese sauce. And as you can see, it was fairly easy, just a few steps, and this will probably take you about an hour, hour and a half to get all this together, and then you are good for the rest of the week. So I hope you give this a try. If you've been following a whole food plant-based diet for a while, but feel like you're struggling or maybe you're new to this way of eating, I started a Facebook group, and there you will find like-minded people, recipes, inspiration, and support. I also have a newsletter that comes out every other month, and in my newsletter I address different topics. Some are from a nursing perspective. You'll also find recipes, tips, and tricks. And if you're still not sure if a plant-based diet is right for you, I created a short little e-guide that explains the benefits of a plant-based diet. All the links to these resources will be in the description box below. Also, the cheese sauce recipe will be down there, the link to the potato mash will be down there, and there's other links that you can check out as well. I hope you enjoyed my food prep video and it helps you stay organized, stay on track. It's very important to set these good habits that you can continue for a lifetime so you can continue enjoying this way of life and maintaining your health and your weight. And if you made it to this part in the video, please comment below with food prep, and that way I know you made it to the end, and I really appreciate your support. And on my channel, all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate. Until next time, thank you. Today I'm going to be showing you how to meal prep. No, I'm not. And what am I talking about? Okay. One moment, please. Now spill. Oh my Lord, I can't even talk. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. So I hope you enjoyed my food prep recipe. I hope you enjoyed my food. Wow. I hope you enjoyed my food prep video. Why can't I talk?